Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play the Legendary Heroes Prophecy of the Moonlight Witch. Last time we made it to the Tower of Dorphus, and we rescued Joanna's grandfather, Giselle. So, apparently Giselle knows where Gueld is hiding, so let's see if we can't go find the Moonlight Witch herself. Yeah, just follow this, path straight up from Rosa, and we can head there. Finally, about frickin' time that we can actually make it to this witch. It's been, the entire game that we've heard all of her prophecies, but it would really be nice to, meet her in person, meet her in the flesh. She can't be all that old. She made her prophecies when she was 18, and that was 20 years ago, so she should be 38 years old. Oh, what's going on? Oh, it looks dead all of a sudden. Everything's kind of, like all the trees are dead and everything. Oh, well, it's really close to the castle. And they have all these guards. Wouldn't you think that, they would already know about some secret place next to them? And why would the Moonlight Witch build her house so close to the castle? I mean, we're like really right there. Let me just look at the map real quick. I mean, Rudo Castle is where the evil king is and everything. And we're like right there. And Ragpick Village is, right over here. I mean, it's really close by, so for, Yuria and Chris not to know about this, let alone people in the castle, I mean, come on now. She died? Oh, wow, so she's not alive. So we can't meet her. So, what are we doing here? Oh, poor Huck. Yeah. Oh, so Giselle knew that she was dead, and he told Joanna that she was dead. The Hill of Gueld. Oh, well, that's really sad. Who buried her like this? I mean, this is a pretty elaborate burial place for nobody to know about, and it only happened 20 years ago. You would think that a lot of people would know about it if it only happened 20 years ago, and the burial was very elaborate. It must have taken quite a bit of people in order to do all this. Yeah, whose sword is that? Oh, it's a rusted sword. Well, we could turn it into the Master Sword, maybe. Oh, it's your sword. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, well, why do you say that? Yeah, what's going on here? The goddess? So, was she a person or a goddess? Yeah. Oh, well, how's that? Oh, well, I guess then she is a goddess if her soul continues to live on. Well, great. Yeah, tell us your story. Tell us everything. Give us a huge plot dump. Can't wait for all this. Yeah, what happened there? Oh! Okay, so 2 years before Gueld came to Terswheel, some other lady washed ashore at Dorphus. Huh, from where? Oh, the king found the other woman. Yeah, she came from the Witch's Sea. That can't be a good, omen. I wonder if the woman who washed ashore was Queen Isabel. They said that she was really pretty and, she is the queen. Yeah, okay. I wonder if she's that, woman from another world that the prophecy kept on talking about. Huh. Yeah. So, did you do anything? Okay. Ah, okay. So, the woman from another world comes and apparently, marries the king and then invites Revis into this, astronomical tower so they can look at the stars, study astronomy, something. But this all goes in with the Moonlight Witch's prophecy. Oh, yeah, that must be Revis. Yeah, we've seen his handiwork before. Oh, great. Yeah, this can't end well. So, now what? so the Moonlight Witch was already around. Well, he just said that Isabel came 2 years before the Moonlight Witch came. But now the Moonlight Witch is there and she's been traveling around. I don't know. I'm putting together this timeline in my head. I can't figure it out. It's like, they say one thing. Oh, she wasn't there 2 years ago. But now she's been there and she's been wandering all over the place. Who knows? Maybe she was just there, but she wasn't actually, giving her prophecies or anything until after Queen Isabel kind of established her power. Huh. And now we have a flashback, and I gotta be quiet during this flashback / plot dump that we have going on here. I'm sorry, I know I said it was going to be quiet, but that's the Moonlight Witch? Seriously? She looks a ragged hot mess. She looks like something like the Matchstick Girl. Like, what the hell? Okay, I'm done now. Wow, that's pretty harsh. Huh. Why would she do that? Yeah, so how would killing yourself let you fulfill your goal? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, we already figured that out earlier. Okay, so Gueld's purpose, she's also from another world. Gueld's purpose was to save the world, whereas Isabel's purpose was to destroy the world. So we have like kind of two dueling witches going on here. Yeah. Okay, so apparently Isabel came 2 years before Gueld and started on her path of destruction, and then whenever Gueld caught wind of it, she came from the other world as well in order to try to stop Isabel's plan. But what does, getting yourself killed, like, how is that going to help you accomplish your goal? Who knows? By the way, that town in Shanam that Giselle was talking about is Dartu. Dartu is that town that was like a really swampy town, and the people were saying that it only became a swamp because of everybody's like negative thoughts or something, which I thought was retarded, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's why you were locked up, because you were spying on Queen Isabel. Yeah, so what can we do to stop this wave of Gueld? You need the silver dagger. Why do you need that? Okay. So, again, why do you need the silver dagger? Huh. So some magical globe is drawing the wave of Gueld close to us, and apparently we need the silver dagger to destroy it? Aha, there we go. Okay. So because we visited the 5 shrines, you can break the protective shield, but we've already been to all the 5 shrines, so yeah, we're the Pilgrims of Legend! Why not? We're the 15-year-olds who could save the world! Yeah, totally, definitely. Easy enough. Sounds good to me. I mean, the castle's just like one little tiny road away. It shouldn't be that hard to get there. Yeah, totally. Come on, badass, be a badass. Let's do this. Yeah, why is Fulthia trying to start this war? That's true. Just put up a whole bunch of defenses and then call the wave of Gueld and call it a day, Oh, that's true too. Oh, well, what'd you hear? Oh, okay. So the more grief the people have, the more powerful the wave of Gueld will be. And I guess, if there's a war going on, everybody's going to be grieving because people will be dead, and then the wave of Gueld will get, much more powerful. Oh, okay. Oh, huh. Oh, sweet! Yeah, let's do it! Let's get some ultimate weapons! Nice! So she's putting up Grandpa Lap's staff. I wonder why she has to put up that staff. That's kind of crazy. Just who is Grandpa Lap? I mean, we had those people who came to visit him way early in the game. We're talking like episode 2 or something. And they said that he was, on the other side of the Gagharv. So he was on the other side of the end of the world, apparently, in a different world. Maybe he's from the another world as well. Who knows? Oh, wow. Look at that. That's cool. So, why would his staff be this powerful? Whoa, Gueld's staff? Maybe he is from another world. Who knows? I'm sure we'll never hear about Grandpa Lap in the rest of the trilogy! Yeah. He's actually really important, and we will hear about him more in the trilogy. Oh, great. Awesome. Screw you. You're not the Pilgrim of Legend. It's my damn sword. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, totally. Esperancer. Nice. And Gueld's staff are ultimate weapons. At least we didn't have to go through horrible bonus dungeons in order to get these ultimate weapons. They just, part of the plot. I like that. It's kind of nice. Although, I would rather have a bonus dungeon only if the bonus dungeons were actually good. But I've been through some really bad bonus dungeons before. And I'm not really that big of a fan of bonus dungeons in general, because, they're meant to be done after you beat the game. Like, they have more powerful monsters and stuff in it than the actual final boss. But for the most part, I end up doing them before I fight the final boss, because I want to use the ultimate equipment and everything, then fight the final boss, then get the ending, and then just be done with the freaking game, because by that point, I'm just over it, you know? Oh, what do you want to check? Oh, yeah. Gadonia? What's in Gadonia? Yeah. Huh. Oh, yeah, those ruins! Yeah! There was that mural on the wall that showed Octum and Bardus fighting each other. There was a white serpent and a black serpent, and they were kind of intertwined in a battle. And I believe it was Chris who said something about, well, maybe Uncle Huck can, actually read this runic old cryptic script or something. So I guess he's gonna go over there to those ruins and see about reading that script. Yeah, what are we gonna do without your help? Oh, you're not gonna tell us what to do. Huh. Oh, well then we'll all be dead. That's not a really good idea. Okay, well, see you guys. Oh, yeah, it will help us, and I will be making a bonus episode of that notebook specifically, as well as some other things, which I talked about in the previous episode. So just in case you're wondering about it, it will be coming up. Yeah, let's be off. Let's do this. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about them all that much. You could just hide in a barrel and, ride the waves, I guess. I wish that Chapter 7 was just called Journey's End, rather than just Journeys. So, are we in Chapter 8 now? No, we're in the epilogue, even though the epilogue is the after story after you've already, beaten the final boss, but... whatever, game, who am I to talk about the translation? Anyway, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Prophecy of the Moonlight Witch, we're going to be headed north to the Castle Ryudo. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.